Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like these videos, subscribe and please buy your next Datejust 41 from Jazz Time, or this one if you have interest in it. Simply click on the link in the description below and you can buy it at the lowest price anywhere online. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Rolex Datejust 41 in stainless steel, reference 126300, with a green dial Jubilee bracelet. I'm going to talk to you guys about the dial, the bezel, the case, the bracelet, the movement, try it on, and give you my thoughts. So let's dive right in. The first thing you'll notice is that this watch is green. They make two versions of this green dial, and it was just released in 2022. Before, they never had green before. Green was reserved for white gold or precious materials like rose gold. This is the first time that they released a green dial with stainless steel. In fact, this is the mint green dial. It has a distinctive face in that it has sort of a sunburst. If you turn it in different shades, as I'm doing, you'll see that parts of it are light and parts of it are dark, depending on the way that you look at it in different lights, which makes this dial quite special. And as I told you, this is the mint green dial. They also make another dial that's green, but that green dial is slightly different. It's a green fluted motif dial. And if you look at that one, it has sort of you can see it at jazztime.com. It kind of looks like a bezel, but this one's flat green, which also has its pros and cons. Some people think that the fluted looks a little bit too busy. Flat green also looks good. Just depends on what you like. But let's focus on this one, since this is what we're reviewing here. It's the green dial, mint green sunburst dial, and it has luminescence at the hour markers. All index ones have that. If it's what I mean by luminescence, well, if you look at these hour markers, you can see that it has luminescent on it. And I'm going to shine the light on it so that you can see it. And those hour markers with the luminescence make it very easy to read at night or in the evening, as opposed to a Roman dial. That's often not thought about, but it is a consideration if you want to wear your watch all the time, especially at dinner parties or in the evening. You want to be able to read it. So anyways, that's the green dial. Before, the most talked about dial was the blue dial. Now it's the green dial. So, and it's at the moment it's commanding a premium. Okay, now let's move on to the case. The case is 41 millimeters. It's a oyster steel case. It's a monoblock middle case with a screw down case back and winding crown. And as you can see, from my thumb to my index finger here is 41 millimeters. The thickness is approximately 12. When I turn it on its side, you can see it's 12 millimeters profile approximately. Okay, and it has a smooth bezel. The bezel is this thing right here that's going around the dial, and that part is smooth, as opposed to fluted, which is the traditional bezel. This one is smooth. Why would that be a benefit? Well, it makes the watch a little bit more casual, less dressy, and it also makes it more durable because it's made of steel. That makes the entire watch made of steel, which makes it, of course, very durable. You can wear it in a lot of different situations. Kind of tones down that dressy Datejust and makes it more of an everyday watch. Okay, so let's go on. The crown is a screw-down twin-lock double waterproof system. The crystal, which is this thing right here that is above the dial, it's scratch-resistant sapphire with a Cyclops lens over the date. It has a water resistance of 100 meters, which is very, very deep. Okay, now let's talk about the bracelet here. Since we talked about everything else already, it's a Jubilee bracelet, which means it have 5 pieces across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 in the center, 2 on the edges. And you can see the difference in polishing of the center versus the 3 center high polish versus the brush finish on the sides. Now this is the Jubilee. They also make it in Oyster. Oyster has 3 links across. The Jubilee has 5. The material is oyster steel. That's what Rolex calls it, which in fact is really just steel. It's 904L steel, actually, which is one of the hardest steels, very difficult to work with, highly anti-corrosive, and it looks very good. And you can polish it many times, which is probably why they use 904L steel, which some other people, other companies that is, use 316L, which is softer. 904L steel is very hard. Now let's look at the clasp. The clasp is a folding oyster clasp. What does that mean? Look, when I close it, it closes with no safety lock. You simply pull it and it opens. That's good if you want convenience, bad if you want security. But this watch is not a sports watch. It's meant to be a dress watch. So that is okay. If you want one with a safety clasp, you'd have to get a sports watch. It has this Easy Link 5mm comfort extension. So if you see, as I turn it here, when I start to open it, you can see if I pull it out, it adds another 5mm to it. Now you don't need any tools to add this. Initially, you have to set it in one of these 3 positions, and then you can use the Easy Link comfort extension depending on your wrist size. Let's say you've been in an airplane and your wrist is full of it's bigger, swollen, or you have a very hot day and your arm is sweaty for whatever reason, or it's in an air conditioning room and your arm is skinny that day. So that 5mm allows you to adjust the watch without having to use any tools. Very innovative, very smart. I wish other people would do it. AP, for example, does not. Patek, since it uses mostly leather straps, does not. RM, Richard Mille, also use a rubber strap, which doesn't. So it's one of the few companies that does. A very smart way to do it. Okay, now let's talk about the movement. The movement is using the 3235 movement. It's the successor to the 3135. How is it better? Well, if you look at it, it looks better. It looks more modern. They've gotten rid of these Geneva swirls and made it just more modern looking. Those, in my opinion, made it a little bit old. And also they made it more precise. It's plus minus 2 seconds a day, and it has the big difference is a longer power reserve. The power reserve is 70 hours versus 48. Means you could put your watch down on Friday, pick it up on Monday, and it'll still work. So that's a very good movement. They've improved upon it, and it's better now. All those. They're going to be probably using this 32-35 movement for the next, 20 years, which also means those old 31-35 movements, they're going to start running out of parts. They're not going to use them. They're not going to be serviced. So it's another good reason why you should go with the 32-35. There's really no benefit in the older caliber. It's like Mercedes-Benz, for example, changing the new motor. Okay, so I've talked to you guys about pretty much every part, except now I need to try it on. So here it is on my wrist, and as you can see, I have a 7.5 inch wrist, an average wrist, and as you can see, it fits me just fine. In fact, it fits me great. It looks great. It's very thin in profile when you look at it. It's also, it's very comfortable to wear. And if I move it around, you could easily see me wearing this or yourself wearing this. And if you like to see yourself wearing it, I suggest that you buy this watch at jazztime.com. Simply click on the link in the description below and you can buy this watch today, right now, pay for it, and have it on your desk tomorrow. If we don't have it in stock in our hand, we'll get it. You simply click on the link in the description below and you can buy it. My thoughts are, if you were going to buy this watch versus a blue one or a black one, I would say that it being green, it's hard to match with a lot of clothes, but it does have its benefit in that it's unique. Everybody has a black, white, silver watch. And blue has actually already been out for like 5 years or 7 years. So it's kind of time for a change. And green is the hottest color. of 2023. I don't know what it'll be in a few years, but at least you can wear this one and be the cool kid on the block for quite some time. And since it's not really that light, it's like a fluorescent green, you can still get away with pairing it with a lot of blacks, grays, blues, reds, grays, because anything with a dark color, it'll still go just fine with because of how dark this green is. In fact, if it's not very light out, it could almost start to look black. So, in my opinion, for the price, for everything that you get out of it, it's a great watch. And if you want to buy it, go to jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.